One more time. Okay. Okay. Hopefully you guys will make your way back. Sorry about that. Don't know why it's doing what it's doing. All right. Hey Doris, how you doing? It's good to see you. I had some difficulty with Restream, and I think I might just nix it, just kill it off. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Kelly. All right. Um, I guess I can show Doris what I did so far. I'll show everybody. Let's straighten that up a little bit and draw backwards. Yeah, but I think it got too loose. I'm gonna have to get up for a second and tighten this. Hold on, guys. Of course, when Doris comes on, now I get the mess ups, but that's all right. Bear with me. Oh no, we're good. Okay, never mind. We're all right. It's still tight, tight and right. All right. Let me sit back down and straighten up everything again. My bad. Oh, I got it too tight now. Oh no, no. All right. I didn't want that. I wanted to go backwards. So let's go this way. Is it this way? Yep, that way. We'll show Miss Doris what I got so far. And we'll straighten it up. I think I got it too tight, but that's all right. Yeah, it's too tight. I really tightened it, but it's okay. Go back a little bit more. Straighten it out so you guys she can see it a little bit better. I'll put the focus on it here. All right. Anyway, that's what we have so far, Doris. All right. Welcome back, RV. All right. Yeah. Continuation part two, right? Oh, of course it happens. It happens. You know. Yes, definitely happens. But it's good to see you. And Merry Christmas to you. I love your your stream. Okay, what were you discussing? Um, you were gonna have one heck of a stream next week. It starts at 7 my time and it just goes and goes and goes. I guess you're gonna invite people on panel and all of that. So it will be good to see that, see what you got going on and all of that. So all right. Now I do have photo reference for the Cardinal. All right. The Cardinal will be um, right in here. Okay. It'll be right in this area. All right. And it will be more or less a headshot. But I'm going to have to do this, the quote unquote old school painter's method. I'm just going to have to go for the gusto right now. I used to be an artist. Um, I used to draw, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. You were in Watertown? Get out of here. Oh, you're talking to Greg. When you say Watertown, you mean Watertown, New York? Because if you are, you're about 90 minutes away from me. Because you're way up north, where I know they're getting hit by the snow and the cold. That's if you're up there. 7 to 3 a.m., my lord. Okay. Super stream. All right. Okay. Watertown. Good lord. That's they got a Watertown, New York. Definitely Wisconsin. All right. Okay. I know that everybody can see me. Oh, this is a filbert. That's cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block in Mr. Cardinal using black with this filbert brush. I'm going to use a little bit of water to thin out this black here. Okay. Now this is called the bravery test because I'm not sketching it in. You can't see it if I sketched it in anyway with a pencil. You're not going to see pencil in this. All right. I'll zoom in now. Now I'll zoom in. That should be somewhat close enough. And it's out of the way. Just put the focus on it over there in this area. Okay. If it's not close enough, I can bring it. I can't actually bring it in much closer. But let's play with the beak right now. Once I get the beak straight, everything else will pretty much somewhat fall in line. So I'm gonna sketch in that beak. All right. Now I'm one of those sketch artists that kind of go like a little bit like into detail. It's just me. I just can't really throw everything together. It's just not my way of doing it. Okay. But I do look at general shapes, just like that. Now his crest, instead of being straight up, his crest is a little laid back. Okay. Like that. And then the rest of his little bird head is here. All right. Or his bird neck. And then his back balloons out. Like so. The reason why I'm silhouetting him in black is because once I put the other colors on, the bird will show, obviously. So I got to be very, very mindful of where I am. Where's his positioning at about this high. Yeah, it's dark all down here, like that. So I'm putting in more or less the rest of its body, silhouette, everything in black. I'll use the filbert to go into the little detail things, where the actual leaves are. One of the beneficial things about working with acrylic is that it dries. I didn't add anything really special. No, not a lot of glycerin on the flowers, so they're tacking up and starting to dry. Okay, just like that. Now, once I get around the leaves and whatnot, I'll use a 1/2 inch brush and we'll finish off the rest. Now, I think I showed somebody was interested in the brushes I was talking about. If you're still here, I'll show them to you again. Somebody was interested in what type of brushes I was using. I will show them again. If you didn't catch it, because everything started cutting out and acting a fool. So there's my 1/2 inch. Was it Rob? Who wanted to know about the brushes? Type it in, because if you didn't see it when I did show them, I'll show them again. StreamYard is a little more stable. And usually I would have my intros and all of that going on, all that in my music in the background, but you guys don't need to hear all that. And I block this guy in. Now, once I block him in, I can make him grow. I can make him, I can make him certain parts of this thing get a little larger, all in proportion. But I got the general shape of the bird now. So, and once I got him in there pretty good, everything else is pretty fundamentary. All right, the beak, believe it or not, I can make the beak larger. And I'll just do it with a 1/2 inch brush. The beak of his does have a certain kind of shape there that I want to get right. And then everything else, once again, pretty much falls into place. He has like a pompadour, so I'm extend that hair there. It's a little longer there. It kind of comes in like that. All right. Okay. It's New Year's Eve. I don't believe I'll be. Usually, for years, and I mean for years, I would go to church service, and they usually would stop at 1 o'clock or whatever. and I highly doubt I'll be going to any New Year's Eve service this year. So I might stop in and say hey. So there, okay. So I'll put old birdie right there. All right, okay. And if I do choose to do it, yeah, I'll find the link or I'll have somebody send it to me, and then I'll pop in that way. And I can do it. I can probably do it off the iPhone. One of these phones I can do it. Um, I'll mount it and say hello to everybody and all that good stuff. So okay, that's great. It would be good to interact with you and say hey. All right, let's just tack up a bit. I can look at you guys in the chat with you. All right. Okay. Let me let me start the playing around here. I got the yellow here. I'm getting a little bit of orange. I'll just mix all this in. And I'm getting a lighter base. So when I put some of this very deep red in there, okay, it'll change the red from this funky um, deep crimson I got going on. All right, I get a little touch of glycerin, loosen up the paint, and I'll just start while I'm waiting for certain areas to tack up. I'll just start filling things in on the Cardinal. Okay, and once again, I'm just masking a lot of the color, and he has to be a little bit of a different color, but I'll get it to that once I start to really fill him in. Now he has a black chest crest there, throat crest. I should have left it dark, but that's all right. I'm not worried about that. Once again, I'm just masking in some general color right now. So it's all good. And I'll use a smaller brush if need be to put them in. Once again, sometimes when you do creatures like this and you mask them in black, they tend to grow on you. But that's all right. They're only going to grow a little bit, but they do tend to grow. And I'm going into the little details all in between flowers and such. Just make sure, yeah, my head's not in the way, so that's cool. In my earlier videos, when I used to angle myself and position myself, I would just blatantly be all in the way. I'm like, oh man. Once again, I'm just masking it all in here. I know where his little head crest is. We'll pop that in there. And I promise I'll have him looking like a cardinal. Actually, I can save some of that black. Just like that there. Okay. I'm going to take probably a filbert and I'm finishing the rest of his crest. I'll let this all tack up and we'll go from there a little bit later. Let's take a flat brush. Let's go into our black and we're going to return that neck crest, that some of the darkness around his throat. There's his eye area is right in here. It comes out and down right in here. And when doing animals, just be very mindful, be careful of where you place certain characteristic markings on him. Okay. Something like that is going on with him. I'm going to take some of this reddish color and I'm put this black in it. Okay. Get a little more red in there. and a little touch of orange. Because the Cardinal's got this weird black-red stuff happening right around the area of the wings. Okay. I'll play around in here a little bit. Then I'll mark off. Have to go to the side here. Right where his wings are going to pretty much be. Yep. I will pay attention to a lot of detail on the animal. Even though I'm not really an animal artist, I'm not. I enjoy painting them. I got to be in the mood to paint them, to be completely honest with you. If I'm not in the mood, if I'm not really feeling it, I won't do it. I really won't. I really have to be in the mood to do it. Okay, something like that. Now that I've got that going, all right, we're gonna go into a little touch of red up, red in here. Okay, let's get some orange in that. Right up in there. We're gonna brighten that up a little, just like so. Okay, we got enough red to mask that. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe a lot of this off my brush. And I'm gonna go here and just kind of lightly tap in the area where, just like this, make it a little rough on its edge there. Up around here, we're gonna dry brush it. Get as close as you can to it's like that. Don't make it too even. He's fairly bright all up around here by his eye. That crest is bright, even though it's laid back. Don't take too much paint. I'm still checking her out, still looking at him, it. Let it tack up a little bit. I'm gonna start sketching in let's separate the color. We'll put it right here. Okay, hopefully I got enough. Just like that. We're gonna go back in again. Right in between. Just like that. You're not gonna see too much more of him that way, and that's fine. A little bit of red, some yellow in there. Put it right about there. All right. Really lighten that up. A little inch of this crimson. This crimson is very deep. Not too much. All righty. A little bit of dry brush And we're going to go around the pattern of the animal. All right, up around in here. I can see it can do to be a little deeper. That I can tell. Little deeper. Little deeper. A little at a time. Okay, and then you just test it out. I'm using the tip, the very tip of the brush. Get a nice shade of red on him. Just a little bit at a time. And if I got to go deeper, I will, but it doesn't look like I would have to. And toward the top of his head here, a little truer red. Keep going a little at a time. Little at a time. Okay, very little at a time. And I'm just using the very tips of the brush to do this. And I'm looking. And keep it, the roundness all goes directional. I'm still looking at her. Let's get a little bit of, I'll go for a little touch of gray. A little bit. A little more white there. Once I get the type of gray I need, then I'll wipe off the brush. Get a little bit. And kind of directional. And you only do a little bit. He's got these odd gray bits in him, where his primarily where his wings are. Just a little bit. And kind of make them directional. And he does have a strong little, by his wings underneath, where they kind of meet right in here. Make it a little prominent there. Okay. And not really much anywhere else on him. Be honest with you, we'll keep it like that. So I'm still checking him out, looking at certain things here. Let's work on that beak of his. The beak, oh man. Well, I can get away with the beak a little orange. I don't have enough yellow. Well, we can place it in there like this. We're gonna come over here to where his beak is. Get as close as I can. Like I say, a lot of this paint is dry. Look at the overall shape of where his beak is. It does have a certain kind of a shape to it, and that's what I'm aiming for right now. Goes in. Okay, it goes further in, it cuts in that way, just like that. And it comes into a point right in there. There, just like that. Now that I got the initial shape, we'll go with a smaller brush and we'll start to fill it in with a truer color. Gotta let it tack up a little bit, but it's pretty much right in there. Well, thank you, Doris. We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm going to get script liner and some water, a little bit of black. And right where the gray is, see, I can kind of guide the eye and put a little direction to them. Not necessarily all over the place. He's got a little love going on in here. Very slight. Not too much. Just a couple little taps here and there. Like that. Just a few bits here and there. Okay. Let me before I do any more, let's get this beak on the way. It's got a little bit of yellow in it. Yellow to which I don't have. I just need a little cap full of yellow, not much. I'll probably end up saving what you are looking at down here for some other project, so I don't mind putting it on there. I'll just spray it, put some water on it, put a cap on it, one of my coffee lids on it, and go from there. All right, let's use this teeny tiny little baby filbert. We'll come here. We'll go over here, get a little yellow and white. All right. We mix yellow and white together. Just to, once again, you got to bump up that yellow a little bit. Okay, it's got this weird, it's an orange with yellow in it. So it doesn't matter if I cover this all back up with yellow. You'll see why in a minute. You will see. Because I'll just mix right on the paper. So it doesn't matter. All right, we're almost there. Just like that. I don't want that curve there. Let's make that disappear. Do it like that. All right, I'm going to take a wee bit of this light kind of color of orangey red. Right on top of that yellow. Yellow is in it, okay? Which is why I can get away with this orange, because once it dries, you're going to see the yellow through it anyway. So it's okay. It is A-okay. Now that's a little closer. Okay. Now I will get to the script liner one more time. It's already got a little bit of water in it. I'll just roll the brush in there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to cancel out Restream and stick with my StreamYard. got a little hook thing and then a curve and it goes inward like that. Okay. Let's take a little touch of this dark color, this dark, funky, whatever it is. Then we're going to shade underneath right in here. I'm going to take my finger and we're just going to roll that around underneath. Just like that. Right underneath here. Take my finger and we'll blend that out. He's got a little bit of that up top here. Put it at an angle like that. And we just rub it away. All right. And if you guys can't really see that, and I know you can't, is it this way or this way? It's this way. All right, now you guys can see it. All right. So we're getting all these little gentle, little shady things going on there with it. Okay. I'm going to take a touch of white into what I just did up here. A little more white. Right up here on the top. Right in here. Put a little bit of highlight there. Right in there like that. Okay. Just like that. Even though you probably don't see it too well, I'll brighten it up. I don't want it to be too white, so I'll just mix it. But he's got a little bit of a little love right in there. I have to go straight down this beard like that. Okay. I'm still checking out some bits and pieces here. Not pretty much more to do with him besides coyly put in the eye, and I'm going to use some of this gray to do that. I bet you even that's too light, but I will put in relation to where his beak is. It's got a little bit of that going on right there. And put in the letter C and then use my finger. I'm going to darken in that letter C a little bit. Upside down letter C, right in there. I'm going to take a little bit of watered down black and put it over that. I just move it away. Put some more in there, move that away too. See? Just like that. All right. So it's not entirely white, but you do see it in there. And it does got the dot. You see the eye. All right. Believe it or not, guys, I do believe we're done. Let's get a little water. Put it in a little white paint here. Yeah, why not? I'll put it right here in the corner like I usually do. Tomorrow's the big day for all the little kitties and even the adult kitties. Get your little gifts, start the family meal. Take a whole group of pictures that I'll probably be seeing on Facebook. And you guys be safe and enjoy yourselves. It's bitterly cold. And you guys know, Lord, you guys know what I'm gonna do. It will be I'll show you what this looks like in a frame. Let's get rid of this scrunched up view. Let's pull this back. Let's put it like right there. All right, let's center this in a way where you guys can see it and it don't look too crazy. Oh, no, I can't move it anymore, can I? I got it too tight. All right, I got to get up again, but I don't need the towel on my lap. Put it right here. The reason why I get up like this is hold on. The reason why I get up like this is a knob that it doesn't take too much to make it loose. And if it's too loose, it will there, yeah, I can muscle it that way. If it's too loose, it'll flop right over. But if it's too tight, I can't move it at all. Let me get out the way. So this is gonna be somewhat even for you guys. Somewhat. I gotta put it in between because it's at an obscure angle. Actually, it'll look better if I do it this way, further away. And you guys will still see it. Let me pop the focus on it very quick. Let me get out the way, let it focus. I gotta get out of the way. There. Once it stopped, there, it stopped. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like on the frame, and then I'll take the tape off of it. You guys get to totally see what it looks like. I have to do the ballerina thing because this this 40-foot cord, and I got it balled up. Well, you know, I have to have a little bit of give so I can walk around if I have to. All right. Hey, Paul. Oh, see, now why are you rubbing it in, Paul? Why are you rubbing it in? Let's get rid of this here. Say goodbye to that. All right, let's put it on the main camera. Like so. That's it, like so. There you go. Yeah, see, you guys will be able to see it a little more even that way. Okay. It is a little bit, it's past my name. You guys can see it. And I'll throw a frame on it. If I kill one of the lights, you probably would see it a little better too. Because I know there's a lot of glow up here. But essentially, that is it. Let me throw the frame at you. I keep saying I'm gonna take this glass out of here, and I really should, because you're gonna see the lamp through it. But in a black frame, minus the light you see, I'll kind of maneuver the light out of there. But in a frame, it will look, if I center it correctly, it looks like that. Oh yes, I forgot. You got the spaceship. Just shut that off. Okay, it looked like something off of Devil's Tower. Okay, there. In the frame, it looks like so. All right, without the glare of the light. So that's what it looks like in the frame. All right. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, let's take this tape off. I always take the tape off. It's kind of my highlight. I do have the 2-inch tape on this. You know what? This tape is still pretty good. If I can save it, I'll just put it right here. Maybe I don't use it for the next project. I usually don't. I usually just crumple the thing and throw it out. But I think this tape is pretty good. I might just use it for the next project, so I'll save it. I usually don't save them, but this is pretty good condition, pretty good shape. Yeah. That's another one. Let's put it there. This one here is going to be lonely. It's going to be on the other side. All by his lonesome. The benefits of having acrylic paint, it dries. But you guys know the deal. I'll take a pretty decent snapshot of this. It'll be on Instagram. It will be on Facebook. Now, because it's 18 inches long, Facebook will only give you so much space. So you would have to click on it for it to expand. You guys would see it that way. All right. But there she is. There she be. There it goes. All right. So that's what it looks like with its crazy looking background. I kind of knew what was going to happen, what it's going to look like. I didn't expect my internet or my third party thing to screw up like that, but I'll know better to use that again. Maybe on a much better, warmer day, it'll act right. But if not, I can go directly to Facebook or YouTube from my webcaster. So it really doesn't matter. I got 3-4 ways to get online. So, but anyway, this is what it will look like on a abstract background. All right. Everything's a little bit on the busy side for that background there. The florals are there, but they're not really too wild looking. They're kind of tame. And I didn't put a lot of craziness into them because we got a lot of busy backgrounds. So now you got to think about composition. All right. The bird is in there. It is a cardinal. It's still recognizable as a cardinal. Okay. And you'll see it closer when I post it. So everything's still there. Everything's recognizable. Um, the composition's cool. Everything's still evened out. I tend to do a lot of paintings in the triangle direction like this, so everything once again evens out. Um, Primarily 100% just about alizarin crimson as the main base color, and it's a lot of orange and a lot of yellow. Okay, mix in for your highlight with a red flower with red. Even on the bird itself, it would be more toward those colors, depending on how detailed you need the bird to be. I did go by photo reference for the bird. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So, oh yeah, the spaceship is gone. Yeah. Well, there's no picture of my face. It's really not needed. Um, and I can pop it back on. It'll shine it up a little bit for you. But it's really for my dark skin, that light. So, um, but yeah, here we go. There it is. All of you, in between all of my coughing, I get like this when I cough when I talk a lot. Well, take take care, love your family, hug them, kiss them, take a lot of photos, enjoy your time together, eat all the food you can eat without getting sick, um, and enjoy your day. Very special day. For those of you who are religious, you know the reason for the season, you know. And on that note, Merry Christmas, and I shall see you when I see you.